I'm getting quite a few inboxes off a lot of young chaps out there recently about TRT. How much TRT should they take? What should they take? Should they even take TRT? So in this video, you guys are going to find out at what age is it acceptable to start TRT. And the age is, should we get a drum roll for this? Whenever it's low. That is it. I don't care what age you guys are. I don't care if you're 18, 19, 20, as long as you've crossed over puberty. And the way I see you cross over puberty is your balls are dropped and you have hairy pits and you have hair down there and you have hair on your face, full beard. Now, for me, guys, let me be honest with you. I don't know if you guys are from the UK, but you know when you're in primary school, I think you're at the age of 10-year-old at primary school, and you leave on a we in the UK, well in Sheffield anyway, there's like this little farmhouse called Worlow Hall Farm. You're from Sheffield, you'll know where it is. I remember I was in primary school, and there's a school trip coming up, and I was in year 5 or is it year 6? I think it's year 6 when you're a kid, so you're roughly around the age of 10 or 11. And you know, you fill it out. They fill out the form and you're looking forward to go to Worlow Hall Farm. This is the first time you ever step out your house. You go away from your mum and dad and you go and stay with your friends, your school friends, and your teachers, and you're living in this kind of like a farmhouse when you've got like bunk beds and stuff like that. It's crazy. It's amazing. I still remember it till this day. We were feeding the pigs and stuff like that. It was crazy because people were like, you're a Muslim. You can't touch the pigs. You can't do this. You can't do that. I remember all this shit was kicking off back then. Anyway, I went to Worlow Hall Farm. If I'm Sheffield, you know what it is. I actually don't live too far away from Worlow Hall Farm right now, but that's another story. So Worlow Hall Farm went there, and I remember this. We were getting changed, and bear in mind, look, picture this, yeah. I've never, ever in my life until this day got changed to go to bed in front of anyone other than my mum or my dad or my brother and my sister. That's it. No one else. This is the first time ever I've stepped out of my house, gone somewhere else, and where there's a group of 20 kids and maybe 2 or 3 teachers or however many there was at the time. I can't remember off the top of my head. And this is the first time you get changed in front of somebody else. So there was 2 kids in each kind of like cabin. And I remember I was with this other guy. Now at the time, I never really realized this because I was old enough to get changed on my own. So at this age, you're like, you know, like my daughter's like 6 now, you know, I will say to you, here's your pajamas, get changed, come downstairs. So, you know, they're old enough now to kind of get changed on their own, 6 or 7. So I'm assuming that was what my mum was like with me. So she'd never really seen the anatomy, and I was old enough to shower myself and stuff like that. So at this particular time, I had hair down there. I had hair under my armpits. I'm talking hair like a full head of hair. I'm not talking like a little bit of hair. I'm talking like at least 2 inches of hair under my armpits, like full on. You could like comb that, you could braid that shit up, bro. Staying with down there. So this is the first time. For me, it's normal, isn't it now? I don't know anything else. I'm 10 years old, 11 years old. It's normal for me. There was a kid next to me. He gets changed. And he's taking his top off, and I'm taking my top off, and I'm thinking, yo, this guy's got no hair. And he turns around to me, and I know this kid. He's a good friend of mine. Not still, but I know him. Like, you know, we went to the same secondary school together as well, but I do know him. And he went, what the hell is that? And I went, what? And he went, this is on your armpits. And I was like, I don't know, bro, this is hair, innit? Where's yours? He went, I don't have that. He was so amazed. I was like, oh, shit. Now, why have I got this hair? What is this thing? Let me go and ask my mum when I get home. So I went home after, obviously, we stayed there 2 nights. We went home. And I got home and I said to my mum, Mum, what's this? I've got this hair underneath here. And my mum was in shock. She was like, what the hell is this? We're not supposed to have that. And if you guys are unaware of this, if you're not Muslim watching this, in Islam, we do not have any pubic hair, any underarm hair or anything. We got big beards. Well, not in the, if you're in, like, again, I'm not going to try to get too Islamic over here, but if you're in the Islam sector that I'm from, we're supposed to have small, neat beards like this, not the big mullah beards like the other guys have. So figure that one out if you're trying to work out where I'm from, which Islamic group I belong to. But we have the small beards. But this rule, the armpit rule and the pubes rule is across the board everywhere, right across the board. Take that off. So I remember my mum was like, no, you got to get this off. And I think she chopped it with some scissors first and then put some cream on it and it dropped off. So the point of that story, sorry about this, guys. Sorry for listening and waffling on about this, my story. The point of that story was puberty came very early for me. So if puberty's hit you early or whatever time it's hit you, your balls are dropped, your voice has dropped, you're ready to go, you're a man. You're no longer a child, you're a man. And you feel a bit depressed, you feel a bit down, you feel a bit sad, you feel a bit anxious, you just know you're not as strong, things just aren't functioning right, you're finding it hard to get, erections, everything's feeling a bit rough and tough in life, and you just can't sleep well, you can't wake up in the morning. Life's a mess. I'm almost going to guarantee you, I don't care what outside stresses are going on in your life that might be causing that. I can almost guarantee you one thing. If all those symptoms are there, I'm a betting man. I'm a gambler, bro. I will bet against you and tell you that your testosterone is low. So you go and get your testosterone checked out. Go get your testosterone checked out. See what happens. There's many places to get it checked out now. If I find somewhere that's reputable, I will try and link it below. I'm trying to find a company at the minute that I can trust and I can use it for myself, and then I will be able to share it with you guys. I don't want no money for it, obviously, but I want to at least find one that I'm using. I can't just say to you guys, use this guy and use that guy. If you're asking where I get mine done from, I travel a lot. When I'm abroad, one of the first things I do is I get my bloods done straight away when I'm abroad. It's just the thing, it's the habit, it's what I do. So get your bloods done. Check your testosterone. If you don't know what it should be, link is in the description. Consultation call. Get on the phone. It's 60 quid, guys. It's cheap as hell. Save your life. Contact me. Let me save you. If it's low, get some TRT. Simple as. I don't care what anyone tells you. Oh, wait till you're 35, or wait till you're 30, or wait till you've had kids. Or listen, bro. If your testosterone is low, why are you going to waste the most valuable years of your life aimlessly waiting for you to hit a particular age? There's some tribes out there in the world that don't even count ages. No one cares what age you are. You want to go and smash life. You want to go and hit life hard. You need to feel all the correct emotions. Your mind, everything in your being needs to be correct. And one of the big things that makes us men is testosterone. Probably the only thing other than a penis as well. We need testosterone, guys. We absolutely need testosterone. And I'll tell you why. In fact, I want people to comment down below. When you've been off cycle, or when you've not taken gear, or when you've not taken steroids or TRT or whatever, how does it make you feel? I'll tell you how it makes me feel. Shit. Depressed, anxious, tired, lethargic, low libido. And I have done this a few times, only for maybe a 3 to 4 week period. And I thought, no way am I ever doing this again. Not worth it. Why risk your whole livelihood, your health, your relationships, family, kids, everything? Why risk it? Just because I want to come off, or because I want to be a bit safe. Listen, bro, there's ways to be safe. I teach this. This is what I do. I teach this. There's ways to be safe on TRT. So there's a question. To answer that question, at what age should you start TRT? And the age is when your natural testosterone has dipped. That's when you should start it. Now, if your testosterone isn't that low and it's still in like the medium to mid to high range, and you're a young lad, first thing I would recommend you do is go to the gym, train hard, get on a good diet. Again, link in the description for good diets. Get on a good diet. Take some natural test boosters. They don't work. Remember this. So why am I asking you to take it? It's a placebo, guys. Placebo. This is the most powerful drug in here. This right here. Take your Tonkat Ali and your honey goat weed and your whatever else they sell in the market. No pro hormones. The natural stuff. Take it. Just to stimulate your mind to start producing more testosterone. See how it works after 6 months. Eat loads of fat. Train hard. Lift heavy. Do plenty of cardio. Live a good, healthy life. Have a good relationship. Stop watching porn. Stop masturbating. All those activities, all those degenerate activities, stop it. 6 months. Get your blood test done again. If your testosterone is back high, great. You don't need TRT just yet. Hold off if it does ever drop down again. But remember, the symptoms have got to be gone. You've got to start feeling energetic. You've got to start feeling alert. You've got to start feeling good, really powerful. You've got to start feeling like, motivated, goal-orientated. Wake up in the morning, right, what have I got to do today? I've got to smash this. I've got this to do. I've got that to do. I've got that to do. No time to mess around. No time to play on Tinder. Time to go on websites and check YouTube out and see what's popping, see what's going on here, what music's good. Let me download some new music. Let's see what's. Have you seen the new Chris Brown album? Yeah, have you seen this? None of that, bro. If you're back on it, then by all means, you don't need TRT, bro. You don't need it. I'm not saying take it, but to answer that question, who needs TRT? Anybody at any age if your testosterone has dipped. And I can almost guarantee you, in my life, I've very rarely seen it. I'm going to say not even 1 out of 10. If I was going to say 1 out of 100 maybe, can bring your natural testosterone back up. And that's only if your natural testosterone is mid to high. If it's low, I've almost never ever seen it come all the way back up. Naturally. With other stuff, of course, you can do it. Hopefully this video gave you guys some value. Comment down below if you're one of those guys on the fence of TRT, and maybe I'll be able to give you that push. Please subscribe.